Melbourne's Hoon drivers have laughed off plans to crush and shred their cars, saying it will only lead to more police pursuits and more crashes. It's added to the frustration for authorities who say despite a summer of tragedy, the message is just not getting through.
Hundreds of young drivers file through the streets of Epping and Milk in a rolling memorial to their mates killed in a high-speed crash. They stop at the family home of each of the Mill Park Five in a procession that seems to be a tribute both to the victims and to the risk-taking culture that claimed their lives. Police stopped dozens of cars, many for speeding. They say the tragedy has done little to deter Hoon drivers.
It does my head in when you go to these things and you hear positive things about the person who's just cleaned up 2 or 3 of his mates.
Just last night, police caught 2 teenagers drag racing past the crash scene at speeds believed to be in excess of 160 kilometres per hour. Major collisions investigator Jeff Smith sees the horrific consequences of Hoon driving.
They have just got no idea, some of these people, what can happen to them. And it isn't just what happens to them, it's what happens to their families, and it's what happens to the families of the victims.
But many Hoons say they know they risk death or serious injury. It's a risk they willingly accept as a part of Hoon culture. Shane Sharkies has had his car impounded 5 times.
Accidents do happen, but you got to either grow the balls and do it yourself or don't do it at all. I enjoy the thrill of it, so I keep going.
But even for those prepared to play by the rules, legal street races are few and far between. In fact, this fortnightly meet at Calder Park is the only one in Melbourne, and many say that's just not enough to satisfy the need for speed. Cars are carefully scrutinised before being allowed to race in a controlled environment. But unlike South Australia and New South Wales, it's run without government support.
Safer to be out here than going down Main Street in my area and don't have to worry about police picking me up.
Can't really do it on the streets these days. It's a bit dangerous, you know. At least here we can come down, run the cars down the tracks, get the time to tell you actually how quick the thing is.
As the government draws its plans to crush and shred the cars of repeat offenders, the Hoons say that's just going to cause more problems.
It ain't going to happen, truthfully. I'll make sure it ain't going to happen. I'll drive off, I'll pull my car down, pull the engine out, put it into another car. Easy as that. If they're going to make us get our car crushed, people are going to run and they're going to cause more accidents.
Police fighting a losing battle to keep Hoons off the streets say parents need to take more responsibility.
At some stage, some parents have got to put their hands up and say, I'm not going to finance this. I'm not going to put up with this. And they're the ones who've got to start drawing a line in the sand.
Ben McNair, 7 News.
Australia has won its first Winter Olympic medal, with Canadian-born Dale Begg-Smith taking out silver in the men's moguls.